Alright, welcome back to Nano Education. In this video, I want to explain the process of creating a website from scratch with zero idea to a full featured hosted website, alright? So we're going to start from coming up with the idea, then coming up with the color theme, then getting into Adobe Experience Design, designing it, then developing it using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and maybe a JavaScript framework if applicable. Then we will go ahead and host it in Netlify. Alright? And then, so I will not teach you the domain part, but you can actually do that. So you can actually attach your own domain. Alright, so to begin, in just Adobe Experience Design, this one starts with this. I want to open a Web 1920 template. We're good. So, there are a few things that we need to come up with. So number one, the topic of our site. So it depends on what you want to create. So what I'm planning on actually creating will be a portfolio. Alright, a fake portfolio of someone. Alright, so you can clearly see that Adobe Experience Design just provides us with a lot of tools, and I just brought in a grid divider. Like, these are guidelines. This is called guidelines when you bring in something from the side. Alright, you can have multiple of these. So I can have 1, 2, 3, 4. You got the point. Alright, and then you can just drag them back to the side if you don't want them anymore. Alright. So, we're going to be designing a portfolio. So, how do we want to begin this process? Well, let's go and look at the essentials of any web page. So, I'm going to bring in text. I'm going to say essentials of any web page. So we're going to be looking at the essentials and then seeing what we can actually improve on. Alright? So, what are the essentials of a web page? You may be asking yourself at the same time. You'll be like, well, I don't know either. Well, don't worry. We'll figure them out together. So, an essential of a web page will be probably the nav bar. An essential of the web page will be a nav bar, probably. Then you will probably want to have a showcase, a about section, or page. We might, so let me just quickly minimize the font, unbolded. So we might have about sections or about page. We might want to have a contact section / page. Alright, and then we also want to have multiple pages. You want to have images. So these are just some basic essentials of a web page, alright? This stuff you most likely want on your web page. Let me just go ahead and increase the line height. So let's just make it 60. There we go. Alright, so these being the essentials of any web page, right? I know there aren't that many, but these are just at the top of our head. This is what we can get just from planning. Alright? So, what I want to go ahead and do is just leave these on site as a checklist. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is create a new, like, canvas, 1920. In here, we're going to design our web page, alright? I'm going to come up 2. So let's going to start with this one. This will be my main. So let's call it home. Alright, so this one will be our about page. Alright, so about. Then we want a, let's see, we want a service. Actually, let's have a portfolio page. Portfolio. Hope I can spell that right. And then a contact page. Then I also want individual, alright, so individual portfolio item page, alright. And then I also want a blog to talk about our news, so this is going to be a blog. Then in here, this is going to be each blog post, alright. Now we're also going to have a, what's it called, create blog page, create post page, and we're going to have another canvas for create portfolio item. Alright, so that was a lot of canvases. So we kind of zoom out here, alright, so let me just go to 10%. You can clearly see this is a whole lot of canvases. And trust me, it is. So let me just grab this, So if I can move this, I think I can. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, you can actually move them. So there you go. So let's go ahead and take this one here. Alright, so which one is the home page? Because I want to do that. So we're going to start off with the home page. So here's our home page, alright? Now this is going to be like, you know, everything. This is going to, nav bars, everything's going to be expanded to all the other pages. Alright, so what I want to go ahead and start with is, oh, actually we forgot a couple more canvases. Exactly, you made me like, what am I doing? So we have a login so a login page, because how are you going to edit? Alright, it's a login page, and also a admin page. There. Alright, there we go. That is a complete website. A whole lot of it. But hey, it's a website. So I'm just going to drag this canvas. So if I can select it, I'm going to drag this canvas to the right here. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to solely focus on this home page. So the first thing you want to start with would probably be a nav bar. Now, you have a couple challenges you're making. Number one, you can have a box nav bar. So we could have a nav bar that looks kind of like this with a fill. So first of all, getting that border. So this one could have like a fill of something along those lines, right? And then you're going to have like, you know, your branding here and everything forward. Or we can have a nav bar that's just floating around. So it could be like home. Get this smaller to like 25. Select. So we just want to select. If I can select. There we go. So we can put it like here. Get it. Home. And we can just do a quick repeat here. Home. Get it. Like a couple links. So like this would have been about services. Get it like this. We can have something like this. Or we can have that box design like I just mentioned. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do the box design, kind of like that. So the color. So what we're gonna do is design a color theme. So here, so we're gonna duplicate this canvas, right? And we're gonna say color theme. And then I'm gonna go and get rid of this section and move this up here. And it's gonna decide some color.